Hi friends, I'm Matt Tebow, and I am eager to share with you the incredible story of what God has done in our city, San Diego. 2 years ago, my wife and I and kids packed up and moved to San Diego with a desperate plea and prayer to God that He would move and work by establishing a new church plant here in this city for His glory. And 2 years later, I'm so thrilled to be able to report that He has done that work. What we see at Doxa Church now is an act of His power, His provision, His grace, with people gathering every Sunday for unashamed worship. People are responding so well to the preaching of God's Word, and their lives are being changed by the gospel. I love to see our saints jumping on and serving on teams and joining groups during the week, and He has added so many leaders to our congregation, including appointing 3 other elders and pastors to serve alongside of me in the overall shepherding care and oversight and direction of Doxa Church.
Hey, my name is Nate Price. I serve as one of the pastors here at Doxa Church, a young church plant in the city of San Diego, and I am super excited to share with you what God is doing in our midst. My family and I uprooted our lives and moved from the East Coast of South Carolina, a place we loved, a people we loved, to come out here to the West Coast to be a part of what God is doing in a city that is difficult to plant a church in. With the high cost of living, the transient nature of the people in this city, this has been a challenge every day, and yet God has been faithful and provided in ways we could not have imagined. And this city has given us a people we did not expect. Many of those being active duty service members that dominate our congregation. And these are people that have a fire for the gospel, and they are using this to reach others. The goal of our church is to train and equip these people, to teach them to love God, to love people, and make disciples in His name. While God has been building our church, He's also been doing something on the side, drawing more partners in San Diego for the gospel. And one of those partners is Bonita Road Baptist Church, a church that has been very kind and very generous to our young church plant. And we're here on the property now that has just been given to our church to utilize for the gospel as an outpost in the city of San Diego. As God would have it, at the same time this church needed leadership, our church needed permanence. And as of now, these 2 churches have merged as one to unite around the same gospel. But the vision for our church is beyond these walls. However, these walls are in desperate need of renovation, of maintenance, and ultimately a new structure that can be utilized for the gospel here in San Diego.
We are so amazed at the generosity and the provision of God by what He has done. I'm standing in the sanctuary that has recently been given to us, but I want to let you know that already when we move in here, we will fill up 2 services with no room to grow. What that means is that we need to make significant renovations. And actually, we're already seeking God and asking Him for vision for what it could look like to steward this property beyond a renovation, but with a complete rebuild. While being given this lot is an incredible blessing, the buildings are in really bad shape. So we have a plan to do some preliminary minor renovations just to get on site, but that is not our long-term solution. Instead, the other blessing of this place is there's land. There's actually space to do a future build, a build that could fit our existing congregation and give us room for growth. So right now, there's a strategic window of opportunity for you to partner with us, and we need it. Friends, would you consider first praying for us? And we need your prayers. Would you pray for God's favor, for His blessing, for His leadership as we seek to lead our people toward a vision for this property in the future?
And as you pray, would you consider giving to this work, to this new build? We are a 1.5-year-old church plant that simply does not have the resources to complete this vision. And yet we have seen God show up in incredible ways before, and we believe He will do that again.
So if God is moving your heart, feel free to contact either one of us. We would love to visit with you, answer any questions you have, and talk about what it looks like for you to partner with Doxa Church in San Diego for a global kingdom impact. And as you do, I want to remind you that God has been building His church. He is building His church, and we are confident He will continue to build His church for His glory.